Biker News Canada, where the truth hits harder than the highway wind. From Ontario to the coast, Bob Javi rolls in. Let the real news begin. He's got the camera ready, catching sparks from every ride. Club stories, charity runs, every heartbeat of the biker tribe. So smash that like, share, follow. Let the whole country feel the roar. Turn it up, pass it on, kick that algorithm's door. This is brotherhood on wheels. Every patch, every mile, every song. Biker News Canada, where the hard riders always belong. Biker News Canada, ride on, ride loud, ride strong.
Yeah, I close that. Oh, hey, how's everyone out there tonight? Bob is hanging around with you on Christmas. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Got to see your family, eat some turkey and all that stuff. I know I sure did. So this show probably won't be that long because I got the turkey sleepies creeping in on me. So you know it was a good meal when you just woof it all down and you're ready for a nap. We got Kay Wayne in the house. Good to see you tonight, my brother. We got Lulu here. Good to see you, Lulu. Been a minute. Merry Christmas to you, too. Thanks for popping in. And who knows? I don't know if we're going to do a long show or a short show. Because this show might be better when we got more people and they'll have some more input. I was fine with the chat, especially the guys from around who are around Canada at the same time I was. They got more to add to the stories than that. I was thinking about doing a story about a club. They were a one-chapter club in Toronto, and they called themselves the Paradise Riders. But they were a big club. They were a powerful club. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta do this part. And ended up patching and in the big patch over thing. They'd spent a lot of years being friends with 81 and all that. So they were one of the clubs that patched over, but they didn't all go over. And the members that didn't want to change their patches were given and honored. It's been honored, from what I understand, to stay Paradise Riders. So they didn't pull the whole club down. It's just, if you want to come. If you don't want to, you can. But I think that, I don't know how they worked it out with the clubhouse and stuff. I wasn't there, but I think that clubhouse, until the cops took it, was an 81 clubhouse. It was down on East Street in Toronto. And then the cops did what they did, and I think they ended up taking it off them. Because they did a big storefront and sold support gear right out of the storefront, which, you know, if you see in the States, that's common. In Canada, that's very uncommon, which is so they stepped right up and they did it. Like you said, they just did a storefront, and unfortunately, the cops used whatever reason they used and took that piece of property off of them. So we're talking about how the term 1%er came to be, which every time I read it, there's always something a little bit different from each story, which is pretty funny. Hey, you got work tonight, Kay Wayne? Or is the place closed this evening? The Outlaws, however, still proudly wear their 1%er patches and say they are a law-abiding organization whose members share a commitment to biking brotherhood. The U.S. whoever has classified them as a criminal group. So that's talking about the Outlaws MC. Oh, I see. So they're saying in the 80s, the Club The Outlaws changed what being a 1%er meant. It didn't mean that you're a criminal. I get you. Okay. According to this newspaper article, right? Then in the gray there, they give a little breakdown of how many. It's so funny. They're so obsessed with the HAs, aren't they? The press is. So April 2009, and there's a breakdown of Hells Angels chapters by province. So yes, after the patch over in 2000, Ontario ended up with the most members. And they had 15 chapters across the province, which is actually a lot. But they don't have every province, especially in the Maritimes. And of course, this is all according to the cops and their CSIS and all that bullshit, right? Not tonight. Good for you, bro. That's the way. Yeah, we finally got down there to my mom's, and my cousin still has little babies and little kids and shit. And my brother's son. We did the family thing. Not too many of us. We don't need to have a whole bunch of us. Did some gifts and all that shit. So now they're telling you, I guess, how to identify what a bike gang. They use the word gang, not me. They show off their colors. They use force and violence to survive, intimidation. The organizations have a hierarchical structure. The hierarchical structure allows the leaders to operate with impunity. It is difficult for law enforcement to infiltrate these organizations. Well, there you go. So it's not really saying much. I clicked on a story I thought was supposed to be about the club called the Paradise Riders. And they're talking about, oh, there, they give them one little blurb. Another group that was once among Ontario's strongest biker G word. Oh, that sucks. I want to hear you know what? It's one club that I don't know when they started, who started them, how they got going, and none of that shit. Not as good as I once was. What cooking you mean? Like once as I ever was. The Steel Country song. Hey, Dragon Classy, how are you tonight? Good to see you. Merry Christmas, too. I hope you had a good time with your friends or your family or your loved ones or whoever you spend your Christmas with. That's kind of why I did a show, because, yeah, cooking, okay. Because it seemed to me yesterday that there might be some people that don't have anyone to hang out with on New Year's. So I figured I would do a show. Now, this guy, Donnie Peterson, if you're Canadian and from Ontario, you know who he is. And I want to do a whole show about him. And he was a member of the Paradise Riders. And then he became a Hells Angel, of course, with the patch over. I want to see a picture of their patch. They had a pretty cool patch. I always liked their patch. It's just one of them clubs that the club I was in, we weren't necessarily friendly with each other. So, and then there's some pictures of the clubhouse wall. There's their insignia on this picture here. A wheel down the road with some wings and some dice above it. And it was Paradise Riders, PDRs. Everyone knew them as a PDR. You too, Dragon Classy. Much love to you too. But yeah, I want to do a show. Maybe this is going to make us do that show. When they came to be, who were the guys that came up with the idea and put together the club? In Eastern Ave, you got Dougie Miles. I think he was one of the guys too. And someone had mentioned yesterday about they knew one of the old timers from this club, and they're going to try to help me track him down. Woody Moose, Carlucci, I knew a few of these guys. I knew Carlucci, and I knew Zav. I don't see Zav's name in those names. Huh. Because there's a couple of them that used to come to London where I'm at, and where the OLs had a chapter, and they would come up here and hang out at the strip joint and shit like that. How do I go back? Can't go back. What happened? This one, yeah. And they were, like I say, they were a big club. You have to come back. We'll do a proper show about it. I'll get all the info I need to. There's your back patch there. So they didn't try to claim Ontario or nothing like that. They were happy with Toronto. They had some big fellas in their club, like big dudes. Big dudes. What's this story about? Meanwhile, at the Manse, what is that? The Rock Acres Peace Festival. Hippies invade Queensboro. Sounds like an interesting story. The Rock Festival, August 6th to 8th, 1971. Cool. Very interesting. Queensboro, Ontario, I don't even know where that is. But some people get some good festivals and put some stages out there in a field and fence them off, and away you go. You got yourself a party. So the Quinlan Sons organized the event. Wedding anniversary to Maddox Township. I don't know where any of that places are. Poster said John Lennon. I'm hoping for John Lennon. That's funny. So what's going on? What's the story about the bikers' involvement? Sounds like someone from the club actually put the show on. Then the OPP moved in. And that was the end of that, as they say. Isn't that funny? Whoop, and that was that, man. The Ontario Provincial Police came and said, no can do. Hey, Grant, Merry Christmas, brother. Thanks for popping by. Hope you had a good Christmas out there. So it was supposed to be like Canada's version of Woodstock, man. Man, oh man. I was born in the wrong generation. I would have just been like 3 or 4 years old when that was going on. It looks like it was fun. I'm still trying to scroll through this story real quick and see what they said. There's a couple different bike clubs named on the tag, but I don't know when or what they're talking about. No idea. Whoa. Oh, is that a muddy festival that year? No, it doesn't look that muddy. Lots of people hanging out, though. remember listening to the soundtrack for the Woodstock Festival, and some guy gets on there and don't eat the brown acid. I used to laugh and laugh. Like it's all barefooted people, man. Nice. There you go. So late Saturday afternoon, the bikers started to show up. Ha! There is bikers in this story. Hey, Mountain Woman, I appreciate you dropping in. I hope you had a great Christmas with your family and you and your old man and whoever else you do Christmas with. I hope it was a good one. I really do. So this is the party that happened in 71. So they had throngs of people, just like Woodstock, right? Many in bare feet. The dudes had long hair, beards, needing a wash. The kids slept in the tents or the open air. They climbed over the fences to get in. The children of God and the Hare Krishna showed up. Very cool, man. Drug peddlers were in full operation, the book says. Oh, it's a book. The magnificent outhouses didn't hold up. They never do. By the third day, they were pretty much destroyed. Very gross. The band started playing Friday and continued Friday until 1:30 in the morning. Then they played again Saturday afternoon. You can hear them a mile away. Good. That's the way a festival should be. And then late Saturday afternoon, the bikers started to show up. By late in the evening, about 50 members of the Satan's Choice and Paradise Riders were on the grounds. They terrorized the fans and took over the stage area. They went for it. Creating a no man's land between themselves and the fans. And then the latter looked flight before danger could reach them. Okay, the latter took flight. So they split. Everyone left. And then the police moved in and arrested a bunch for drug and liquor charges. By noon Sunday, the fans had drifted away. And that was the end of that party. What a bummer, eh? Huh. I have to look for that book. That sounds interesting, that story. So what's the book called? What is your little bookie book called, dude? What's this? A former schoolhouse on Harsh Road. Okay. I don't know what it's called. Way Back When. Oh, that's what it's called. Way Back When. A book written as a summer job project. So there you go. Go look for a book called Way Back When. Big Brother came too. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, that's the kind of same. Like you say, me, my brother, my mom, and her man, and my brother's son, and his girl, and they got 2 kids together, and she had 2 before she met him or before they got together. So 4 kids, and then me and my 2 kids that are in their 20s. So it wasn't bad. It was a good little crowd of people. And the nephew's one little guy, he's just a little baby, year and a half and shit like that. He's getting crawling and running around and all that. And his little girl's like 5 or 6, and she was running all over the house. And, it gets tiring after a while watching all them kids run around. I'm going, thank God it's not mine anymore. Been there, did that. Enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. It was fun, but I'm glad it's not my life anymore. Oh, and they had the Stampeders at that festival. That would have been cool. Remember that old song, Sweet City Woman? Sweet. Very nice. So that's what I got for today. It wasn't a very good one. I think I'll do a deeper dive on the Paradise. Like you say, maybe I'll look on Wikipedia and find out who started it. There it all is. There it all is. So this is all about Donnie though. Oh, I know about the whole club. And then we'll do a different show about Donnie, I believe. I think there's enough stuff about him doing a show about him alone. Unfortunately, he's passed now. There's a big funeral in Toronto when he passed. Very big. So he opened heavy duties. Yeah, this whole story's about Donnie, unfortunately. And then it says about when he, and they burned his Paradise Rider colors and put on Hell's Alley. I wonder if that's true. They burned them. I bet you dollars to donuts. They didn't burn their own patches because that was just natural progression. It wasn't like they were sick of that club or they had nothing bad about that club. Yeah, exactly right. I ain't got no grandbabies yet, but I can wait. I'm in no big hurry to that. I thought I was going to a couple years ago, but it was a close call. Yeah. Yeah, so that story doesn't tell us anything. Like I said, I want to know how the dice got started, who started them, where they were, what the inspiration was. Kind of like that story when I had Don from The Choice. He was a cool guy, and he gave us all the old rundown on how The Choice got going and all the shit that they did. Hey, TRC, good to see you tonight. Hope you're staying warm up there in Manitoba. And I hope you had a good Christmas, man. I hope it was fun and all that good stuff. They run the other fun end. Yeah, I know you can send them home, eh? That's a nice part. Yeah. No, I didn't mind. Like when my kids were little, I made fun of it, man. 100% I did. Because no sense having kids if you're not going to make fun of it. Get down on the floor and play with them and all that stuff. But like you say, I'm a little bit old for all that shit now, and I'm fine not to be doing it anymore. It's just as good. But yeah, you know what? I think we'll cut this one short. I got the turkey coma going on, and I really do appreciate that you guys came and said hi on Christmas. I came on because I said I would yesterday. So you got nine. Holy Christ! Wow. Are they all in the same place still at the same time, or people have moved on and spread out and stuff? Wow, that's a number. I inherited 5 girls. Wow. Ooh, buddy. I got my 2 that are with me, and I got one he's in his 30s, and we got together, in his late 20s, but he didn't want to hang around and whatever, right? I'm not going to make you. It's not like anyone even told me how I could find you when you were little, so I had no part. So it wasn't like I'm an outstanding father to that guy, unfortunately. If I'd have known how to find him and that his mom didn't want him, I would have things would have changed, but I didn't know any of that stuff till I met the guy. So you raised 3 other dudes' kids. Well, I'm glad you got to do it, bro. It's like you never understand that. It's like my ex was just sending a video message to my daughter when we were at my mom's tonight. She's been gone for whatever it's been 9, 10 years, and she doesn't even fucking speak to her son. It just makes me angry, man. It's like fucking your son, the one you fought me tooth and nail over, and you don't even fucking try to reach out on Christmas. Fuck you. Gary, good to see you tonight, brother. Hope you had a good Christmas with your family and everybody, bro. All together, same place. 3 to 18. Holy schmoly. That's got to be a busy fucking house, huh? Can imagine all them feet in the same place. Must be really have to get supper time. I was just bitching at how much it costs for me to feed 3 of us with the grocery going up how it has, and if you want a tray of pork chops, it's going to feed 3 people. It's $20 some anymore for one fucking meal. That's retarded. I hate it when they're like, what are they doing to us, man? We can't afford this. If you want a roast beef that doesn't taste like shit, you better have $50, $60 in your pocket. And my mom's guy, he's a beef farmer. He said there's just not enough cows in Canada. It's going to take him at least 3 years to breed them and breed them and breed them to get up to how many heads of cattle we need to feed everybody in Canada. So they're shipping it over from Australia and New Zealand. We're bringing in their beef. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mountain Woman. See, that stuff always sticks out at the holiday, at Christmas and stuff, doesn't it? That's why, for a lot of years after my guys got shot, because we used to spend a lot of our Christmas as a chapter as our family, right? And then 2 of them got shot and killed there, and we just kind of all started going our own way after that. And it's that one thing you remember every holiday, and it's in the back of your head. Yeah, man. But 7, that's a big fucking crew too, 100%. You weren't messing around there. I always figured we'd do 2. Because my grandma and grandpa did 7. And everybody else from the family is mostly done 2. Except for a couple of them that did 3, right? But no more big families. Scrap Iron, hey brother, good to see you tonight. Hope your Christmas was a good one. Yeah, that is a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one. That's all you can do is offer your condolences and stuff, right? Sure as hell don't want to relive everything. And a drunk driver too, fucking shitty. Terrible, terrible. Now, talk about drunk drivers. I got pulled over in a ride project last week, man. It's funny. The guy just looked at me and looked at my partner. We're out finishing the job. And we're sitting there drinking Tim Hortons. We're like, is this really a ride program or is somebody in the ditch, man? 100% Mountain Woman. I believe that 100%. Fuck yeah. Even stuff, yeah. It's just not something that you're going to work around. That's for sure. 100%. And we got Mom Iron Ranger in the house too. Hello, Mom Iron Ranger. Thanks for popping in on Christmas. Hope you guys had a good Christmas around your house. And you got to see your loved ones and all that good stuff that you do. I got stocked back up on my sock supply, man. That's my big thing. I need fucking socks. You got to have them. And my big thing is making sure my son's okay, right? Because, because he is who he is and how he is and all that. So I like to make sure he's at least content and satisfied and all that stuff. And he likes his little anime books or manga books. That's what he likes. He likes those. So I made sure my mom and my brother got some titles so they got him some shit he wanted. So that was good. That was very good. Never dull hair. Good for you. Oh no, not shingles. Fuck that. Jesus. That's a bad one too. I got half of the vaccine for shingles. I should go get the other shot. I didn't realize it was a 2-shot affair. But yeah, my business partner just got over a case of the shingles. He fucking hated it. It was like fire no matter how he laid down. Yeah, man, shingles is a shitty one, isn't it? And it's related to the measles virus, I believe. I think that they're related. We got So Loud in the house too, all the way from North Carolina. Thank you, So Loud, for joining us. I hope you had a good Christmas, my brother. Thank you for the Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas right back at you, bro. I like you guys popping in. We got Bruce popped in too. Hello, Bruce. How was you and your doggy? Did you guys have a good one? Sounds like a good way to go. You and your dog and some weed and the remote. Click, click. That's where I'm going to go. Once we're all... Oh, chicken pox. Okay. Oh, measles. So they're all kind of related, I guess, eh? I had one of them because I got a little bump in my head when I was in grade 2, and I itched one off me somewhere around my eyebrows. I think it was chicken pox. It left me a little hole. I used to tell kids I got shot in the head with an arrow, and they would fucking believe me. Kids are the best. Yeah, when I lived in Calgary, that's what it was. I told them I lived in Calgary. I got shot in the head with an arrow by a native, and they fucking believed me, the Ontario kids. Fucking funny, man. Oh, hell yeah. You got it going on, bro. And we got Rebecca in the house, too. Merry Christmas, Rebecca. I hope you had a good day yourself. Got to do all the things. Like you say, I know over the years that there's a lot of people in the biker world that are alone, and some of them, that's part of the reason they joined a bike club, right? because for whatever reason, there is no extended family or close family or whatever the reasons, you know. Hamilton just started watching the show. Well, right on. Thank you for that. Merry Christmas. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Like you say, anytime you want to drop into the chat, feel free. You can add to a story or want to mention something or just say hello, whatever it is. You're always welcome. And we got MacGyver in the house. Merry Christmas, brother. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello on a Christmas. I hope you had a good one today. You were relaxing, Rebecca. Good for you. Yeah, I didn't have to do none of that cooking or nothing. I like that too. My pit bull. See, my boxer, when I exhale weed, he'll lick it in and he gets a little buzz on. I know he does. I don't know if you're supposed to do that to your dog, but he likes it, you know. You're alone today. Fuck, that sucks. I've done a couple of alone Christmases. Your year's been crazy, eh? Well, I hope it's been crazy in a good way, that you're getting everything organized and where you need to be and all that stuff for yourself. My staff feed just passed. Oh, that's a bummer, man. He was picky, eh? That's fucking hilarious. I give a couple of my dogs the CBD drops too when they're not acting themselves. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with that stuff either. Yeah, we dog treats, yep. And the other thing I used to do when I grew is after I was done getting everything off a branch, I'd give the branch for my dogs to chew on, and it kept them mellow for hours. They really like chewing on the branches. And you know, they ain't got fuck all for THC content, but it's just got enough for them. Yeah, you guys are both from the Hammer. And you guys ain't far from me. We'll have to get together and go for a ride this summer. But no matter what, I'm going to fucking figure out a motorcycle for this summer, man. Even if I got to just go fucking save up and buy one. What the hell, man? I got 2 feet, 2 hands. I can figure it out. We got Nomadic in the house, too. Good to see you tonight. I hope you had a great Christmas, too. I really do. Yeah, I had a hard time getting my daughter going because my kids have had a tough time, too. You know, I've been in jail a couple of years when they were little, and the divorce from me and their mom and all that shit. So she wasn't feeling it. I had to give her some time to get out of bed and get going today, man. Poor little girl. I hate seeing them bummed out like that when it's your kids. And there's really nothing you can say to them. Don't bum them out except for, come on down. We got the family we got, and we all love each other. And let's all just go hang out together, man. That's what you do. So that's what we did. I finally got her moving. But yeah, man, I feel bad for her. Especially those times when she was little, right? I was down there wearing fucking orange. Going, when's the Sally Ann coming with the fucking tangerines? You know? Fuck that. A heritage? I haven't had a heritage. The last one I had was a Fat Boy. I don't know what I'm going to buy, Craig. Yeah, you're right, Rebecca. That's basically all you can do, right? And you got to realize that not every day they're in the same place and thinking the same thoughts and feeling the same way. So I didn't yell at her or get impatient or lose my shit, which generally is the way I deal with things. I just let her be and told her to tell me when she was ready, right? So that's what we did. So it's no stress. Usually, I don't know why. I'm one of them guys that when I'm going for a Christmas or a family thing, for some reason, everything inside me gets impatient and I end up yelling at somebody. Like, you can't fucking do that to your kids all the time, right? So this year I held that back, thankfully. And what is this? Wikipedia is trying. Oh, they want me to give them $2.75. Why? That's a weird thing. I never saw that before on Wikipedia. We're all human sometimes, and it's our kids. We forget that. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Nomadic Pirate. You're right about that. And a lot of times when you lose your patience and something's bugging you inside, you lash out at whoever's closest, unfortunately. And it's never the one you're mad about or mad at. It's not. I wasn't even mad at anybody. Just get fucking those feelings, right? You going to Tennessee? Fucking awesome, bro. The moonshine. I think that moonshine is going to become a big business in the States, like something akin to weed, right? It's a lot of people really like it. All right, brother, I'm an East Ender. East Ender, yeah, that's the old party town, is it? So we got a scrap iron, and then we got a scrap BFN. Cool, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know, K Wayne. I don't like big gatherings that give me panic attacks. I can't imagine how hard it is for kids or someone who's having a hard time. Oh, exactly, man. And fucking, it's hard for kids these days. Doesn't that sound like a great trip? I think that's what I think. Say raising them as was supposed to be a war. Exactly, right? And see, in the way I was brought up, the first time that somebody slowed something down or didn't do as they were told, everyone got screamed at. So you think that's the way it goes. If they're trying to kill me, I always accuse my kids of trying to kill me. You're giving me a fucking aneurysm. Stop it. Yeah. Fuck you. Do what you got. You do what you can with what you got. That's all you can do, man. But they always know. They always know. At the end of the day, the rubber hits the road. That'll be there. You don't have to worry about that. That'll be there. Yeah, man. Iron fists and fucking bunch of cusses and told you're an idiot. Oh my God. Thanks, dude. You didn't fuck me up for most of my life. Thanks, dude. Not at all. Oh yeah, but anyway, back to the moonshine. I think that moonshine shit down through the states that do it, like Tennessee and all that. I honestly think that's going to become a really big business. Yeah, see you draws blood first. Well, watching my nephew's kids going at it, I was like, no, fuck all that. The one little boy's trying to kill the one little girl, and then the other little girl that's older is trying to kill them both, and the baby's crawling in the middle of all of it. Holy fuck. Supposed to be shit travel day tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow, isn't it, Bruce? Tomorrow will be a good day to stay home with the rolling papers and the bag of green. Oh, it was awful, Rebecca. I just laugh at it because it's my coping mechanism. You know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. You got to have a way to get through of it. Yeah. Strange, eh? Oh, there's only me and my brother. And him and I always been close. We always got along. No, grow. Hey, good to see you tonight. I hope you had a good Christmas too, my brother. Oh, yep. The weed cloud. You got it. Mikey, how are you, bro? Good to see you tonight, brother. I hope you had a nice Christmas with your crew out there in the new place. I love that place. You got room for lots of people there. So I hope you and your family all got together and had a fun. So it's this, you pay $25 and you go in and it takes all the samples. Yeah, I bet you. And I'm sure that the things we get in Canada probably started in the United States. Like as far as I've seen the moonshine, they're selling it now in a mason jar in the liquor store. So it's not like the old days moonshine, but they've got it all flavored now, like apple cinnamon and this and that. And not that I drink fucking moonshine, but I think if you're gonna drink it, that might be a way to try it. But yeah, I bet you if you drank all them samples, banged them in like a shot, woo, you'd be knowing it. Room for a blizzard. Back to blizzards, eh? Good for you. Fuck it. That one highway looked pretty backed up there, eh? Was that earlier this week, Mountain Woman? They had to shut down that highway and there was cars all over the place. It looked like it was intense out there. I have no siblings, so I don't know. Oh yeah. See, I was the older one, so I was the one that got to do the beating up of the younger one. And then when you're the younger one, you gotta get used to. But you're gonna be the tougher one. The younger one's always the tougher one because he's had fucking practice all, or he or she have had practice all their years. Freezing rain in the morning, says Gary. Yeah, that's definitely not a cool fucking travel day, is it? Fuck that. Like I say, you got on your bike, did you? Good for you. Oh, in North Carolina, right on. I saw somebody shot me a message on the Facebook group something about it's almost warm enough for a ride up here in Ontario. And technically, right up and down around the block, you could have done that today. Wouldn't go anywhere, but around the block, fuck yeah. 70. Yeah, 70, man. That's not hard to fucking deal with. Newfie Screech. Yeah. You ever drank real Newfie Screech? I had it once. Woo! Tastes like paint thinner. It's fucking horrible. Yep. Turkey stuffing time. My favorite part is when everything gets cold in the fridge and you put the turkey meat and then the stuffing, and that's your sandwich. Salt and pepper, bam. Yep, I could eat them all day. 82. You're in Texas, eh? Fucking 82. I can't even believe that in the middle of winter. It's mainly out in our Maritimes. Yep. Yeah, so now they're copying moonshine. Like you say, they're copying it and put it in the LCBO stores now, so it's gone corporate. It's not like the moonshine you're gonna get at the big still in the backwoods of Tennessee. And that just shows you how popular it is. You know what I mean? You got big fluffy snow out where you are in BC, eh? What happened to that part of the province that was flooding a week or so ago? Hope it didn't freeze up. Yeah, look, you guys in the 70s and 80s. -1. Yeah, it wasn't bad in Ontario. Yep. Except everything was ice where I walked. I don't know about you, Rebecca, but everything was iced. It was quite a production. Yeah. Yeah. One shot of that Screech. You know who gave me a shot of Screech? Was that old Canadian. They were comedians and they sang funny songs. They were called McLean and McLean. I think they were the guys that did the 40 below and I don't give a fuck, got a heater in my truck song. And I was at a convention and they were at the same convention and we got drunk one night and they screeched me in. I puked all over that poor hotel room. It was not a good sight. And then if you go out east, I think you kiss that dead fish too, don't you? You kiss the mackerel or something after they screech you in. There's a whole thing about it. Then you're an official Newfie. And they're about the funniest Canadians out there, the Newfies. They got the best sense of humor. Willie made a weed drink. Yeah, I've heard of weed drinks. I have heard of THC drinks. Be interesting, eh? Drink moonshine once I was 19, woke up in the nude on the floor. No way, man. That's a fucking great story. Like somebody must have put you up to something, Bruce. That's fucking hilarious, eh? Them stories from when you're kids. I remember waking up, my nose would be all scraped up. And they told me I fell flat in my face, didn't even put my hands out. That's the way to drink, like a fucking animal. The rodeo song, that's one, Gary. Yeah, I think McLean and McLean did that song. They had like some really like just full of profanity songs, right? Just cussing and swearing, right? Right, Nomadic? If he fucking remembers the fuzzy parts, it'll be a great story. Guelph Harley, how come it doesn't snow in Guelph? That's weird. Remember my buddy went to university in Guelph. He was an engineer. He graduated and all that shit. agricultural engineer. And he went out to BC to work in one of those salmon farms. Now, the more you hear about those fish farms, it's like, yeah, they don't seem very sanitary, man. It seemed like it was a bad idea. Kiss a cod, that's it, nomadic. That's it. You kiss a cod after you smash that glass of screech down. And I remember when I hung out with the Italian guys, they had their own, and it was called grappa. Woo! That grappa will put you on your ass too, man. Yeah, I watched Tesla Kings. I haven't watched the season yet, though. Oh, it is about moonshine, eh? That's interesting. We just started talking about it and how I think I perceived it was getting popular, and I think it is. You know? But yeah, man. Butter tarts. Oh, I love homemade butter tarts. That's the whole ticket. I don't know how to make shit like that. Yeah, best cold medicine is moonshine. I bet you that. Remember they had that moonshiner show on TV and they were sneaking around in the field and all that? That show used to make me laugh, man. No, it's Tulsa. It's like, yeah, it's Stallone's show, yeah. He's talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma in it. I think that's where he goes and sets up shop as the new mobster. He's pretty funny. He's old, eh? Sly Stallone now. He's like really old, that guy. And, they got him made up pretty hard for that show. But, man, oh, man, he doesn't look too bad. And apparently he's a fairly short fella, too. No idea. I'm not complaining. Yeah, I bet you're not. Yeah, exactly, right? I fucking hate shoveling. It's one of my pet peeves. Yeah, when you're late teens into your 20s, I did some fucking baddie shit back then too, bro. Eating mushrooms and howling at the moon. I was at my buddy's stag and dough and I didn't even get a fucking wedding invitation. After his wife took one look at me and how I was at the stag and dough, she's like, don't fucking invite this guy to our wedding. Vinny, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you, bro. I hope you had a great day. You did all that good stuff. Yeah, man. Oh, and Zambuca, too. Yeah, I remember everyone went on a Zambuca craze for a while, and you light it on fire and put your hand on it and all that stupid shit and end up all sticky and smelling like licorice. Mobland, is that the one where they look at the old mob stories? I still like watching those old mob stories once in a while. They talk about the guys that they named the families after and Lucky Luciano and all them cats. That's always interesting. Yeah, it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, bro. Yeah. It's on Amazon Prime is where you find that Sly Stallone show. It's like an hour show. And yeah, he's on season 3 now. So he's done the season where he got there and he took over this and that. And then he muscled into this and that on the second season, growing weed. And now apparently he's muscling into moonshine. The guy was actually got... the guy who actually got, you bring back the memory, his name is Crazy Bob No. That's nice, eh? Oh, he came with the moonshine. That's cool. I remember the acid guy at my high school. He was a tall, skinny motherfucker who didn't hang out with nobody with long, dark hair. And he was always the acid guy. Yeah, he'll always have that barrel chest, eh, Sly? Yeah. But yeah, I was surprised. I think I read he was in his fucking 80s, man. Hey, Warland, good to see you, man. I hope you had a great Christmas with you and your family. What's a Zima? I don't know what a Zima is. I thought that was one of those little pouches of tobacco shit. And that sounds relatively disgusting. Okay. What was the original one? The guy got off of. His name was Bob Nobody. Oh, his name was Crazy Bob. Nobody knew him. Okay. And Crazy Bob had the moonshine. Wonder where Crazy Bob got it. He must have had to connect somewhere. Had a great day and hope you did too. Yeah, man. Absolutely. I had a great day, Vinny. Thank you. Like you say, once we got rolling, got going, now I'm slipping into a turkey coma. But I wanted to come and say hello to everybody. Much love, Mountain Woman. Send our love to your family too. And we'll see you tomorrow. It was old gross malt liquor back in the 90s. Yee. I remember once buying some of that fucking, what do they call that stuff? It's not vodka. It's basically moonshine, but they bottled it in the States and sold you a great big fuck off bottle for like $5 or something. I thought the guys were calling it alcohol instead of alcohol. I don't remember Zima. Oh, is that what you're talking about? The malt liquor one was the Zima? Maybe they didn't bring that up here. At a law enforcement club, told me to come around. So I met a few club members and they were cool in the same conversation. They told me who their enemies were. I told myself at 60, not interested in issues. Yeah, man. Fucking right. That's weird, eh? They got to have an enemy list. Just got done making dinner. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. 100%. Yeah, man. Much love to Mountain Woman always. Thank you, Grant. Like you say, I wanted to come on in and say hello to everybody. Say Merry Christmas. And I'm going to probably do the same thing. I'm going to let you guys be for the night. Merry Christmas, everybody. You guys keep this thing going, man, just by being here. And I love y'all for it. I love chatting with y'all. And like you say, we'll get some bigger shows together. It's Christmas. We're just fucking around for today. Raise bikes. Merry Christmas, man. Great to see you tonight. Always a pleasure. Good night, Warland. Merry Christmas, brother. And Merry Christmas to everybody, you guys. We'll come on back and we'll do a Boxing Day. But nobody's got to get beat up. All right. Much love, everybody. And one last time. Merry Christmas. Good night.